We've got our coffee. We've got our cutesy fall sweater. It's actually 30 degrees Celsius outside, which for Fahrenheit people, that's a really hot summer day. But we have AC inside, so I'm like, oh, it's chilly in here. It's giving fall. It's that time of year.
You better hold on tight, spider monkey.
Let's go. Hi BookTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Emily and I like to read and then yap about what I'm reading. In today's video, oh my god, not to be dramatic, but this is my Super Bowl. Like the fact that I'm now posting on YouTube and I can post a fall themed video, so excited. We are going to be creating our bookish fall bucket list and I am so excited about this because I'm a fall girl through and through. Like Richard Gilmore said,
I am an autumn.
That is me to my core. I love a crisp fall morning. Like nothing beats nothing beats a crisp fall morning where you could wear a skirt and a sweater or you could wear pants and a baby tee. Like that is my dream date right there. However, we only really get that for maybe 2 weeks in Vancouver. It's a very rainy city. We literally call it Raincouver. So I'm just trying to get ahead of the game and prep so that I can actually do some of these fall things that make me so happy before the weather gets like really, really bad. Don't get me wrong, I still love a rainy day. I feel like rainy days are just meant for reading, but we have so many of them, girl. Nonetheless, this year we're gonna be prepared. We're gonna make things fun. If you're seeing this and you're like,
it's literally summer, what are you doing?
Don't fret. This video is for everybody, whether you're a fall lover or a fall hater. I promise you'll want to get out your notebook, your notes app, whatever floats your boat. Take some notes, girl, because we have such a fun list of things going on. Not just like bookish things like fall TBRs or book shopping, but we also just have general fall activities that I think the book girlies specifically would really appreciate. So who knows, maybe if you're a fall hater, this could convert you into being a fall lover. This is actually going to be a part of a cutesy little series that I'm going to do throughout the fall season. So today is more of a sit down and talking through the game plan, giving you guys some ideas, also allowing you guys to give me some ideas too, and then we're actually going to vlog some of these experiences. So whether it's more book shopping, whether it's cutesy like fall activities, I guess you're just gonna have to come back and see how it goes. Speaking of coming back, if you like me, if you want to see more of me, please be sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. And if you're a real one, and I really hope you are, I'm scared. The internet is a scary place. I don't want any weirdos over here. I just want the real ones. You'll also hit that bell notification icon next to it so you never miss a new upload from me. You can also follow me over on my bookstagram at Emily Marie Reads with 2 S's because, say it with me, my name is basic. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll do a rebrand. I don't know. I feel like it's starting to grow on me, but the 2 S's sends me into oblivion. So I feel like my bookstagram starts to thrive in the fall, so definitely make sure you're following me over there. And you can also help vote for future videos and interact with me a little bit more personally in real time over there. Without further ado, let's dive into our 2025 bookish fall bucket list. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my phone, okay? I have my whole list here. There's a lot of things going up in this brain of mine. I need to stay organized. So the first thing that I have on our bookish fall bucket list this year is to set up a cozy reading nook with fall accents. So blankets, candles, leaves. I actually just moved in. I'm sorry if the lighting is a little bit weird in my next few videos. I'm still trying to figure this out and I don't even know if this is where my setup's gonna be. I'm like right by the window, but it's giving very pale. Which is fitting because it looks like a ghost and it's giving boo. Anyways, I digress. Things are everywhere and for me, I'm like, I need some fall. This is the most I have. I have this little thing of fake flowers. That's the most I have right now and it's honestly pretty depressing. So I definitely would love to get like a few fall pieces, nothing too crazy. I don't need like excessive pumpkin decor as much as I wish I could spend all of my money on that. It's, you know, pretty expensive and like not necessary. I just think that making a really cozy spot that like after a long day at work, it's raining outside, very fall vibes, I can light a cutesy candle, sit down in this little reading nook and just do my thing. I feel like that would make a world of a difference. And just in general, like if you aren't a fan of fall, being able to just know that you can have this cozy little reading nook where you just do your thing there. Like you can put on your headphones, listen to whatever you do when you read books. I don't know. I'm all about the cozy vibes. I'm really excited to do that this year. The second thing on this list today is to read a dark romance or a romantasy that has an autumn setting. I love a dark romance. I love romantasy, but I really want to be like transported into the season. So I'm kind of thinking like academia, but not academia in that way. I'm not talking The Secret History by Donna Tartt. If you know, you know. personally, I DNF'd it. I'm sorry if you love that book. I know that some people absolutely love it. Was not for me. I'm looking for something that's like students on campus, university, but like spooky vibes. Honestly, kind of Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. That was a book that was really giving me fall energy if you want one, or also Anathema by Carrie Lake. There will be lots of Carrie Lake in autumn for me personally. Definitely know she's gonna be a go-to. I also think for romanticize, I personally really resonate with like the more medieval setting. Castles, courts, kingdoms. I'm like thinking about ACOTAR now, how they have like the seasonal courts and obviously the autumn court exists. Just stuff like that where it's just, it kind of gives you fall energy. You could picture fall in your mind, but like pretty fall, not the dreary, rainy stuff, unless you like that. Picture whatever kind of fall you want. I think that would be a really fun way to just romanticize the season a little bit more. Spice it up. Make it more magical and fun to be in. The third item on this list is to reread a comfort book. Now for me, personally, I'm thinking about things that bring me nostalgia, that make me just feel like I am 11-year-old me who was also a book girly. So I'm thinking about Divergent. I'm thinking about The Hunger Games. I'm also thinking about Harry Potter. We don't like JK Rowling over here. Just want to make that really clear. But I'm sorry, Harry Potter, I have a deep attachment to that series. I'm so sorry. Like, I just do. I feel like fall's the perfect time for this. Like, to have a cozy blanket and just a comfort book that takes you back. Next up on my list is to read a classic. Now, don't run away. Okay, I know that sounds scary, but I think that everybody should try and read at least one classic. And if you've picked up a classic before and you're like,
that's not happening today,
I promise you, you just aren't reading the one for you. Or maybe you just have to push through the first couple chapters. They're really intimidating, but for me personally, I just think of Pride and Prejudice. I'm obsessed. You could also just watch the movies if you really wanted to, but I would highly recommend actually reading a classic. Pride and Prejudice for me, it takes me back to, I went on a little trip with my besties. We went to Whistler and I was walking around Whistler Village with my nose in my book being like, reading Pride and Prejudice around the village. That was probably my peak in life. It was so much fun and it's just the perfect setting for it. You definitely have to be in the mood, so don't force this, but I highly recommend just trying it out. Me personally, I love Jane Austen, but there's a million amazing authors out there. I don't know, like maybe read Dracula, like if you're feeling spooky, okay? Maybe you're a Twilight girl and you feel like reading Dracula. There's lots of options. Try it, put it on your list. I will be trying it too, and I'll keep you posted as the series goes on, so you're not alone. We are in this together. Now, let's be so real. Fall has not the greatest weather a lot of the time. So next on our list, I've kept this in mind and I put do a rainy day reading marathon. For me, I'm thinking that's when I'm gonna do my 24-hour readathons. I think that you could also do like a series readathon. I used to do in the fall, like I'd watch the Harry Potter movies or something. Like that would always be on TV and that was something my family would do together. That type of vibe, but make it with books and just like sit down and get lost in your magical fantasy worlds or whatever worlds you want to be in. Also, I work a full-time job, so if you're like
24 hours straight, that's crazy.
Don't fret, you don't have to do that. You could also do what I did in a recent video where I just had a 24-hour timer and it was perfect. For the days where the weather's a little bit nicer and you feel like actually leaving your home, I 10 out of 10 recommend trying out bookstore hopping. Map out on Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever you use, any bookstores that you've had your eyes on, and like make a little route for yourself and add stops and just check out multiple in a day. I visited 3 in a day recently, 2 of which were completely new to me, and it was so much fun. Just being in a new environment, especially if they're indie bookstores, that's really fun to be in the fall time. So it takes a little bit of planning, but like have fun. Get a coffee on the way, get a little fall themed goodie, I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Next up isn't necessarily reading, but it's book themed. It's to bake something bookish. So I wrote down a few. Some of these are like more classics and such. For example, if you're reading like a vampire romance, you could make like red velvet brownies. I wrote down apple turnovers from Little Women, kind of cutesy. You could do mulled cider from Outlander. Oh, I love Outlander so much. Highly recommend watching that during the fall or reading it. It's also an entire series. Gingerbread or molasses cookies from Anne of Green Gables. That kind of vibe, okay? If there's like a signature thing that you see in like a comfort fall TV show, movie, or book, try baking it. Who's stopping you? I know I'll be making lots of soup, especially when I get my wisdom teeth taken out, girl, because that's gonna be my diet. So I think it'd also be really cute to have some friends over and do like a little themed dinner or themed lunch, brunch. I always see on Book Talk people doing book clubs and they have drinks and stuff that are themed. I think that'd be super cute. I'm not a chef. I suck at that stuff. So it's actually a personal goal of mine to really capitalize on like the cozy baking energy in the next few months here so I can improve on my skills, because right now, trash. Absolute trash. My boyfriend's like,
Don't cook for me.
Do not come to my town.
next activity is to make yourself a fall TBR. This one's kind of a given, but I do feel like that as a chronic mood reader myself, I need to make sure that my TBR is aligned with my mood. And I know for me, I get into fall mode like immediately. I want cozy, I want dark. I personally would say for me, when I think about fall reads, I think about dark romances, I think about academic settings. I love romanticize, sometimes like horror / mystery thriller. I don't think I've properly read a mystery thriller before. Those kind of genres are on my list this year. Just really curate your TBR to the season. I think that's just super fun. Similar to like summer, I see a lot of people looking for more contemporary romance books. Do that, but make it fall. I would also recommend making a little TBR jar. I actually have mine over on my little cart here, and it's really fun. It's more interactive than just like writing it down on your notes app. I have prompts in there. You can make them fall themed. I think I'm gonna try and do that because that would be really fun. Also, you can just throw in the book titles. Like if there's a book you've been procrastinating, just put that title in there. So then hopefully you grab it and actually read it sometime. I think that is what I'm most looking forward to when it comes to the fall season. I'll definitely make a video about this. Like I said, we're making this a series. So these things that I'm saying that I'm going to be doing, I actually will be doing, and I'm bringing you with me. Speaking of fall books, if you are reading one of these fall picks and you're like, this is so good,
I need to underline everything.
this is all I've ever dreamed of, what I recommend doing is getting some little annotation tabs. They're so cheap. They're also amazing. They come in like massive packs. Get some of those and then color code it to match your like fall book. For example, I think like Anathema is a good one. I also think of Ninth House, Babel, Six of Crows, stuff like that. If you got kind of like darker, moodier colors for your tabs and you're annotating it, I just feel like that's everything to me. I always see photos like this. I'll pop it somewhere on screen. Very aesthetic flat lays of books that have like annotations in it. I feel like recreating that and like taking the time to just annotate a book that you really like and make it cute, make it fun. It's such a cool project, and to look back at that, even though it's a little tedious sometimes to do, looking back at a book that you have finished annotating is so satisfying. Another one on my list is to start a fantasy series, or just like to start a series, to be honest. If you're immediately looking at me like, oh god girl, like I'm being exposed right now, don't worry, this is the season to do it. I feel like the fall and winter is a really good time for you to start a series. It's a very cozy time. I mean, it gets dark so early in the fall. That is the one thing that I don't like about fall, is how it gets dark at like 4:30. You know what I mean? Like, when am I supposed to do a hot girl walk? I don't want to get kidnapped, so I'm not trying to walk in the dark. But anyways, I feel like it's a really good time to start a series. If there's a series you've been putting off for a long time, this is your sign. Or to even finish a series. But I think personally that it's a really good era to actually start and finish something. I feel like in the summer there's so many plans going on, there's a lot of things that you want to do. It's hard to sit down and really just binge a series, at least in my opinion. I don't know, I can't speak for you, but that's where I'm coming from. I love more romantasy for this time of year. Oh my god, if you are reading Throne of Glass in the fall this year for the first time, I'm so jealous of you.
I'm so jealous of you.
I'm almost on Kingdom of Ash right now, so I'm like, it's such a good fall series. Highly recommend that one. For me personally, I have my eyes on From Blood and Ash. I really want to get into some more Jennifer L. Armentrout. I feel like that's kind of the vibe. One of my besties, Maggie, suggested that book. She said that she ate it up. So I will in fact be checking that one out. I really want to try Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. I think I'll eat those up as well. Maggie also suggested Dance of Thieves. I don't think that's a series though, unless I'm wrong. Whether it's a duology, a series, doesn't matter. I think it's just like the perfect time to just start and finish something. Get to it. I know that a series popped up in your brain right now and you're like,
Maybe I'll pick it up.
that's me with Crescent City, so it's fine. I'm there with you. Which, by the way, I still haven't read it. Oops. I'll get to it eventually. This one's kind of a given, but similar to bookstore hopping, I love cafes, and I feel like sitting in a cafe in the fall with your cute fall outfit on is top tier. It is literally my favorite activity. My boyfriend makes fun of me all the time for this. He's like,
What do you want to do at the cafe?
and I'm like, sit there and read a book and look cute? Like, duh. And he's like,
What is the reason?
I personally love doing that. And then also check out a few cafes. Go and try some new fall menus. I've noticed that there's so many local places out this way where I've just moved that do these really cute seasonal menus. So give it a try. Maybe that's where you'll get some more inspo for like fall baking and stuff too. I love cafe hopping. You could also do like maybe a cafe and then you stop at like your public library or something, do some work there, maybe read your book. I just think it's really cute and a good way to support some local businesses. That's my personal favorite thing to do on the weekends, so highly recommend. I cannot wait. Starbucks drops their pumpkin stuff on like the 26th, I think, so I just know the little local cafes will also be following suit very shortly, and I cannot wait. I actually used to hate on pumpkin spice so hard. Maybe 2 years ago, I tried my first pumpkin spice latte. I get it, okay? I was a hater. I was like, what is the point? Okay, like chill. I get it now. This one is a little bit less bookish, but hear me out. Thrifting. I think that going thrifting and finding really cutesy fall clothes and also doing that secondhand is so much fun. I personally love the thrift store, but I don't go that often because it's pretty far from me, except for now. Now there's one that's right by the gym, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. I have also been using ThredUp. I have an order that I have to pick up like ASAP, and it's definitely giving fall vibes. Highly recommend trying it out. It's also just really fun. You can find some things like earlier I mentioned making your cozy reading nook. They have so many cutesy little accessories and like decorative objects and pieces that you could add to your bookshelf. I just think it's such a fun activity for the fall. I don't like going to the thrift store in the summer when I'm literally sweating my balls off and I'm sorting through clothes. Like, it's a little bit overstimulating. So I like the fall for this. I highly recommend doing it. If you need fall jackets too, they're so expensive everywhere else, and then you go to the thrift store, you find like a leather blazer or leather jacket, whatever, things that would normally be really expensive for like 20 bucks. Check it out. On that note, I also want to mention that I love Etsy so much for bookish things. If you want to find more specific things, for example, I've been looking to have the surreal from ACOTAR, like a little one sitting on my bookshelf. That type of decor that's just a little bit more specific. I love to go on Etsy and support some local businesses and creators and find some bookish things. Something that I have my eye on that I feel like I'm going to impulse buy after this, to be so real, is a witchling t-shirt, because Throne of Glass, I love Manon. Fun fact, this sword tattoo has 13 little stars around it because of the 13 from Throne of Glass. So anyways, I really want like some sort of witchling merch. I love like the Salem t-shirts that they have, sweaters. It's my favorite. Another thing I was looking at, which I feel like is pretty expensive, and I've never done it myself for this reason, but they have these like style bundles, and you can find things like on TikTok of like downtown girl or whatever, clean girl, whatever aesthetic you think you are. There's also like witchy outfits. I don't know what you're into. They have these like surprise bundles, and you can get 2 clothing items, 3 accessories, whatever, from somebody who curates things based on your aesthetic that you submit. So that's kind of cute. I feel like it's a lot though, and you might not love this stuff. I just think of sizing being so different all the time that it freaks me out. Maybe I'll give it a go. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might just try and do that myself at the thrift store. A cute activity nonetheless. And you can dress up in your cute outfit and go to a cozy cafe, go bookstore hopping afterwards, read all your cozy fantasy books. That's my ideal day. Another thing that is a given, in my opinion, is to make some fall coffee. This is the remnants of my vanilla latte, but I definitely want to do like, they have pumpkin chai recipes. They also have like apple flavored things. Like, I don't know. There's a million options for fall comfort drinks. Definitely try it out. Maybe treat yourself to like a cute little mug. They have pumpkin mugs that I love to buy. Ghost mugs are another favorite of mine. Curl up with a little tea and read your book and just make it cutie. You can take a photo for your bookstagram. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things. Definitely try that out too. You can obviously try these at cafes as well, but I think it's fun to just like get creative and try and make those things at home, especially in this economy. It's expensive out here. Another one I'm adding to my list is to binge watch comfort TV shows and movies that are very fall inspired. I would also say to try a new series or a new movie. For example, for me, I'm the worst for this. My family knows. I watch these same shows all the time. They're usually like the 20-minute to 40-minute mark. I love Schitt's Creek. I love Gossip Girl. I love Gilmore Girls. I love The Office. I love Outlander. Those are kind of my go-tos. Oh, and Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers so much. I don't want to hear it. Some Some that I have on my list are Felicity, which I'll pop a little photo of. I don't even know what this is about. It just screams fall to me. And also One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill I've wanted to watch the past like 2 autumns. I just kind of forget about it because I get so invested in Gilmore Girls, which by the way, tell me why Gilmore Girls is stressful. I again started that for the first time like 2 years ago. Didn't realize I was going to be stressed out every time I see Christopher on the screen. I also love the Vampire Diaries. I'm definitely gonna be binging that. Twilight. I love to watch Pride and Prejudice. Okay, the hand flex, if you know, you know. Oh my god, that is pure cinema. Definitely make time for that. I would also say it's a really nice activity for your friends or people next to you that are not readers, so everybody can kind of enjoy that. You could have some fall themed snacks with you, or just like comfort snacks, whatever. Like not everything has to be pumpkin. And then last but not least is to come up with a Halloween costume that is kind of bookish. I would recommend planning ahead for this one because it takes a little bit of time, and Halloween, last minute Halloween costumes
are so expensive.
Like last year I wanted to be the Lorax. I actually got really sick and couldn't even do anything last Halloween, so that's great. But I wanted to be the Lorax for work, and tell me why an orange bodysuit was like $100. Like no, I'm not spending that much money on an orange bodysuit to be the Lorax. Like that's crazy. For example, maybe you have a significant other that you want to dress up with and you could be like, I don't know, Feyre, and I'm not even gonna say just in case you haven't read ACOTAR. Just in case. I know everyone knows pretty much, but some people don't. For example, I'm definitely gonna do something Star Wars this year because I just got into Star Wars. No one was gonna tell me it's a love story. I saw an edit of Padme and Anakin to LOML by Miss Taylor Swift. I was immediately like, yep, give it to me right now, and I'm obsessed. I'm definitely gonna do that. I might actually get my boyfriend to be Padme and for me to be Anakin, but anyways, I digress. I feel like with bookish kind of inspired costumes, it can take a little bit longer. You might have to pre-order stuff, but just some food for thought, okay? Even if you're not like gonna do anything for Halloween, I think it's just a fun little way to make it more exciting and just, you know, to romanticize it. I start thinking about Halloween in literally July, babe, so I have issues. I love fall. I wasn't lying. I just never get to do anything for Halloween, and I feel like at this point all I care about is dressing up and taking a photo. It's just to be like, look at how niche and creative this is. Like, look at me go. I love it, and I think that the book girlies would love that too. I mean, you get to literally be whatever you want to be, and there's so many fictional characters that we love. You could be Aelin Galathynius, you could be Manon Blackbeak, you could be Saris Fane from Quicksilver, it could be Violet Sorrengail. Obviously you can be literally anything you want to be. You could be the Surreal. I don't know, I'm not stopping you. You could do so many different things. So I would highly recommend using Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok for these things. Look up some cozy, bookish, fall kind of keywords, and I'm sure you'll find lots. And with that being said, that brings us to the end of today's video. I have literally recorded so many clips. I'm so tired and low-key really freaking out about my wisdom teeth right now. I feel like I'm a little bit rambly, but this was so much fun to talk about, and I feel more calm now. I told you, fall just hits different for me. If you made it to this part of today's video, let me know by commenting the leaves emoji down below. I just want to give you a big forehead kiss, okay? Mwah. Mwah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing that and listening to me talk for however many minutes long, because I'm sure this is gonna be a long one, but you knew that. I'm a yapper, okay? There was no surprises here. If you enjoyed today's video, you can also let me know by hitting that big red subscribe button down below and hitting the little bell notification icon next to it so you never miss a new upload from me. And of course, please follow me over on my Instagram at Emily Marie Reads with 2 S's, okay? Because it's basic, I know. One day we will cut it down by 1 S. I'm so excited to film some of these videos and actually show you guys me doing the things that I just talked about. I definitely will have a fall TBR coming up very soon. I also am going to do a little August reading wrap up because I feel like I've had a really good reading month so far. So keep your eyes peeled for those. And then also, if there's anything that I missed, if you have any ideas that are on your bookish bucket list for fall, comment them down below because there's still time. I'm going to make a whole master list and plan out when I'm going to do all these things. So I'd love to hear from you as well. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for joining the family. It really means the world to me. You have no idea. This is my goal in life, is to make as many book besties as possible. So thank you for making that happen. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video next week. Bye!